Now to Zambia, it's all systems go as the country gears up for presidential elections on Thursday. The build-up to the polls has been marred by unprecedented levels of violence. Incumbent President Edgar Lungu is fighting to stay in power after narrowly winning a snap election last year. His main rival, Hakainde Hichilema, who alleges that fraud denied him victory in 2015, is determined to win this time round. Supporters of both men have repeatedly clashed, forcing a 10-day suspension of campaigning in the capital Lusaka last month. The country's electoral commission has appealed to political leaders to desist from violence. Although 9 candidates are in the running for the top job, it looks likely to be a contest between incumbent Edgar Lungu and his arch-rival Hakainde Hichilema. Analysts say it's too close to call. So what are the issues likely to sway voters? CCTV's Farai Mwakutuya is in Lusaka and has the following report.
Just 2 years ago, Zambia was one of the fastest growing economies in the region. But a sharp fall in the price of copper, its biggest export, has halted that growth. Jobs have been lost, incomes have fallen, food prices have climbed. Analysts say it's those bread and butter issues that will influence many voters come Thursday. Which candidate do they believe actually has the answer? Another big factor will be first-time voters. More than 1.5 million people are expected to cast their ballots for the very first time on Thursday. That largely young vote is likely to go with the party that's able to create jobs and also disperse funding for their projects. Women make up the majority of the electorate. Issues affecting them include empowerment and access to equal opportunities in politics, business and education. Whoever is able to address these could tilt the scales in their favor. The biggest issue for many, though, is what happens when we have a result. That could be within 48 hours of the polling stations closing. In the run-up, electoral officials have warned of unprecedented levels of violence. Already, at least one candidate, UPND's Hakainde Hichilema, says he won't accept defeat. Farai Mwakutuya, CCTV, Lusaka, Zambia.
And joining us now from the capital Lusaka is CCTV's Farai Mwakutuya. Farai, there were fears of violence and in fact at some point the Electoral Commission suspended campaigns. What's the situation now?
Well, Penina, the situation is largely calm. Apart from that flare-up of violence on Monday afternoon, the situation has been calm. Yesterday, the Electoral Commission called on the parties to restrain their supporters, and indeed that's what's happened, especially now as we head into this election. Today is the final day of campaigns. They officially end at 6 p.m. today, and so these parties are making their final pitches to the electorate and to their supporters. And as you said earlier, it is all systems go. Many of the voters I've spoken to are looking forward to casting their ballots. The Electoral Commission also says it's ready. I'm actually here live from the National Results Center where all the results will be relayed and the official results will be announced. So, I think on the eve of those elections, everything is set to go. Penina.
Now, Farai, Zambia's electoral body has warned of voter apathy due to violence. When you speak to people there, are they expressing enthusiasm and that passion to go out and vote tomorrow?
Well, Penina, most of the people I've spoken to us have said that they want to go and have their say. They want to make their mark, particularly in this election because it's so close and because it is so significant. Yes, the violence has been an issue, but many people have said, look, let's do this peacefully. We are, after all, one nation, one Zambia, one nation, is a message that this nation prides itself on. And many people have indeed said, that resonates with them and that even after all the election and all the politics, they are one nation, and so what happens now shouldn't affect that. This is not a do-or-die situation. This election is not about that, and so people are prepared. The people I've spoken to certainly have said they will go to cast their votes.
All right, Farai Mwakutuya, live for us there in Lusaka. Many thanks, Farai.